Hey guys, it's Ray and Tano, and in this video we're going to be playing Stardew Valley and getting a Steam achievement that I have been dreading getting, which is the Joja Co Member of the Year. This achievement is to become a Joja Co member and purchase all of the community development upgrades, which, to be honest, is actually really easy to do. Just make some money and go. But instead of just planning my stuff and sleeping my life away, I wanted a world in which I could come back to, a world in which I could just play and enjoy without worry. Starting out, we begin our Joja Empire on day 1, which I guess is technically what day Stardew always starts on. On this day, I stood in my bed and did an intro/explanation to what I was going to do, and then promptly cut that directly out of the video. Oh, and by the way, this Stardew has some mods installed. See if you can figure out which ones. Promptly after my failed intro, I grabbed my parsnip seeds, cleared a nice spot out, and planted those bad boys. We're going to need as much money as possible. After a bit of cleaning up, I decided I was going to move my bed closer to the door and proceeded to use my axe on it. Yeah, that really didn't help. After finally moving my bed and TV, I struggled to figure out what I was going to do, and then I just promptly went to bed. Yay, level 1 foraging, yes. Day 2 on the farm, I received a letter from Willie telling me I can get my fishing rod, then went and watered my parsnip. Totally whipped the artifact spot, but nailed it on the second time. Clay. I find another artifact spot, and this time I hit it on the first swing and pick up my first artifact, a prehistoric tool. I then head down to the beach and pick up my first fishing rod. Since it was on our way to Joja, I went and donated my prehistoric tool and then went to Joja. Yeah, so it turns out that you can't join Joja right from the beginning? Yep. Hard work? He's like 30 minutes late. Anyways, I went and picked up a request for a largemouth bass and proceeded to fish the rest of the day for money. Wow. A whopping $95. Yep, you heard me right. Dollars. Thanks to my new favorite Stardew YouTuber, CharleyBarley, I can't pull myself to call it anything else. Day 3, I just spent cleaning up a large portion of the farm. Yep, I added a mod to recover stamina while you're sitting in a chair. It's very useful. When I went to bed that night, I hit level 1 mining. Nice. Day 4, I cleaned a little more and went and fought the board to accept a request. I made it all the way to the dock and then realized if I was going to fish seaweed, I needed my pole. So I headed home, grabbed my pole, and went back. Success! I then went and talked to a few people and proceeded to bed. Level 2 foraging and level 1 fishing. That's a good day. Day 5 was an interesting one. I opened my mail and then went and picked and sold my parsnip afterwards. I went and picked up some trash while I was trying to remember who Alex was before heading into his house and talking to him so I knew I was right. Nailed it. Okay, so to be honest, this was supposed to be a different cat. The mod didn't work for some reason. I'll fix it soon. I then remembered that it was Friday, and I headed down to the traveling cart to find that there's nothing I want there. Sad face. But then I remember that with the chair, I can enter the secret woods without an upgraded axe. I have no idea why I wanted to go in here. There is nothing useful to me. Wait. Hello? Am I stuck in here? Nope. Never mind. You saw nothing. I then went to bed and I hit level 1 farming. Day 6, I fixed my cat mod. Look how cute he is. I then proceeded to the mines, in which I got to level 10 and acquired some boots before going home and going to bed. Day 7, and I beat down the museum door and donated some stuff. I then went and stared up here for literally 3 minutes before spending all my money on cauliflower. When I left, I got the community center cutscene, which I promptly skipped, and then went mining to level 15. On my way out, I freed the dwarf and then slept. Level 1 combat, that's nice. On day 8, I spent all day mining and only ended up making it to floor 20. Level 2 mining though, not bad. On day 9, I fished. That's all. Level 2 fishing. Oh wait, level 3 fishing. Day 10, Okay, so after day 9, I stopped my recording to go get food. The next recording of the day, 10 through 18, ended up stopping itself after 8 seconds, and I didn't notice. During that time, I joined Joja and went mining, I believe. So, not much really happened. Day 18, and I guess my copper axe is ready? Okay. I then proceeded to place my chair in the mines and made it to level 47. On day 19, I had the best timed request for cauliflower ever from Jody. I then donated to the museum and destroyed the ground around town looking for clay before heading home and organizing my chests. Level 2 farming. Oh, never mind, level 3 farming. On day 20, I gave Clint my pickaxe for an upgrade. Then I went and purchased a silo from Robin before cleaning up some hardwood stumps around the farm. Day 21, and I went back to the secret woods, this time with a plan to get hardwood. Easy. I then grabbed some geodes and went to Clint's. Wait, that's right. You're working on my pickaxe. I'm dumb. It's day 22 and my pickaxe is ready. Come on, open up, Clint. Finally. Okay, geode time. I got a nice amount here to donate. Here you are. I then realized my silo was done, so I cleaned up some grass and then brought my watering can to Clint. Day 23 and day 24 I just mined. Ended up getting a level 65. Went to level 3 combat and level 4 mining. Not bad. Day 25 and I picked up my watering can from Clint, and then I headed to the lake. All day fishing. Day 26, I had so much fun yesterday, I decided to fish at the lake all day again. It's not like it's the only thing I can really do while waiting for summer. Day 27 and I went to the mines just long enough to get enough copper for 2 bars, which I promptly used to upgrade my hoe. Then I just ran around a farm before calling it a day. On day 28, I went outside and checked my mail. Thanks, Jody. I will probably never use this, but thanks. I then spent the remaining time left in spring, and you guessed it, fished. Level 7, getting there. Summer day 1, and I started by getting notified that my hoe is ready. Perfect timing there. As I left my house, I was greeted by Demetrius asking about a cave and if I wanted fruit bats or mushrooms. I chose bats. I then cleaned up my farm and picked up my hoe. I then bought 90 melon seeds from Joja, planted, watered them, and then cut down 1 tree. It knows what it did. Day 2, I watered the crops and went fishing all day. This will be a theme, by the way. Day 3, I did a little foraging on the beach, then went fishing in the ocean, then the river, and that was it for day 3. Day 4, lake fishing. On day 5, I finally did something other than fishing. I went mining. I made it to floor 78, so not that bad. When I went to sleep, a fairy showed up and grew some of my melons, which was kinda nice. On day 6, Father read about the farm today and was pleased. I sold the fairy melons and then donated some stuff. Level 4 farming. Day 7. Oh, day 7. I gave Clint my pickaxe and some iron, then I went fishing on the beach. Very exciting, I know. On day 8, Clint told me that he was still working on my pickaxe, and then I promptly told him that I hated him. Good chat. Then I went and fished with Willie for a bit. Day 9, I stopped back at Clint's to pick up my steel pickaxe, and then I went to the lake and fished. On day 10, I cleaned the boulders up on the south side of my farm, and then lake fished. Oh, just you wait. The fishing doesn't stop here. Day 11 was the luau, and I'ma tell ya, I brought the best ingredient of all time, an iridium largemouth bass. The governor loved it. On day 12, I went back into the mines and made it to level 88 before leaving. Level 4 combat and level 5 mining. Which to choose? Geologist. Day 13 actually was a decent day. Melons grew, I bought some wheat for no reason. Oh, and the best part, I died on level 93 in the mines. Wait, that's not good. Well anyways, Clint must have forgiven me because he only stole $1,000 and $1,230 worth of stuff from my inventory. Level 5 farming, and of course I chose the tiller profession. Day 14 was purely a farming day. I fixed up the fields, bought 189 melons, planted all of them but 41, then chopped down a tree, made scarecrows, and increased the farm size again to plant the remaining melons. Whew, that was a mouthful. On day 15, I mined down to level 100 in the mines, and then went to some of the earlier floors just to get enough copper to make a couple more furnaces. Furni? Whatever they're called. Day 16, I spent a long time watering the crops, and then I went mining to level 110. Level 6 mining and level 5 combat. I debated, but I chose the fighter profession. Day 17, and I harvested my wheat, then made it to the bottom of the mines and got my skull key. Level 6 farming. On day 18, I went and added up how much dollars I would need. $135,000. I had some work to do. So instead of work, I planted a single tree in town and then went and played Junimo Kart. I am not the best at this. From here on out, I kinda rushed things a little, so yeah. Kinda gave up on replaying this farm later. Day 19, and I fished up at the lake. I leveled up my fishing to level 9 though. Day 20 was an unproductive day. Well, at least I cleaned up the bat cave. Day 21, I actually did nothing. On day 22, I watered my crops and picked a radish. On day 23, I crafted some quality sprinklers, and then I did nothing again. The content is real, folks. On day 24, I placed the sprinklers that I made the day before near the crops so I could make watering them easier. On day 25, I cleaned up some fiber and some of the grass around the farm. That was literally it. On day 26, the melons had grown. I harvested them and sold them. I then picked up all the sprinklers. I have plans for them. Oh, I missed one. Oh, level 7 farming. Wait, level 8 farming. Nice. On day 27 of summer, I purchased my first community project. I repaired my greenhouse. On day 28, the greenhouse was done, and Evelyn stopped by and gave me a garden pot plus the recipe to make them. Such a nice lady. I then put the sprinklers down in the greenhouse and calculated how much room for seeds I had. 108. Later, I almost bought the minecart repair, but stopped myself as I needed dollars for pumpkin seeds. The first day of fall. Okay, so I bought 108 pumpkin seeds and planted them in the greenhouse because why not? I then spent the rest of the day fishing. Day 2 of fall was the last really productive day on this file. I bought the bus repair and spent the day getting iron and copper from the mines. Okay, from here on out, I caved in and rushed till I had the dollars I needed to finish the projects. So I'll be skipping to the days where I actually get out of bed and actually do something within the day instead of just going straight back to sleep. So the first productive day was on day 14 of fall when the pumpkins was finally grown. I picked them and sold them directly to Pierre so that I could get more seeds that day. I went and purchased a minecart repair, then went to the counter to find Shane being quote-unquote hard at work still. I then purchased my 108 pumpkin seeds from Joja and planted them in the greenhouse. Level 9 farming. After sleeping to the last day of fall, I harvested my pumpkins and sold them to Pierre again. This time, I purchased a bridge repair from Joja, and I also bought 108 more pumpkin seeds because why not? I made it to level 10 farming. Wow, I didn't expect that. Artesian, please. Day 1 of winter, and I had all the gallers I needed, so I was good to go. Oh yeah, I forgot about you. So I went and got to magnifying glass. Then I headed to Joja and bought the panning upgrade. The final upgrade is done. Yes! I then went to bed. On day 2 of winter, it finally happened. I got my cutscene and my achievement. But it's not over yet. I went home and I put my Joja machine down and went to bed. On day 3 of winter, we finally got what we really were after. We got our free can of Joja Cola. I have won Stardew Valley.